Hey guys, it's James the Rambling Dasher, and it is dash time. Whatever, I don't know what I'm talking about. So hey, we're out here door dashing. I've been going for like maybe 20 minutes or so now. Finally got an order that I would accept. I think I declined at least 3 really long deliveries that were, I think the first one was $14 for 13 miles into Little Rock, and I'm like, I'm not going into Little Rock. Another one that was like 12 or 13 miles, and I'm like, no, I can't do those. And then there was another one that I declined as well. And then finally I got this, I don't know what I really can't remember, but I just picked the food up at McDonald's, and I was inside the Circle K picking me up a drink here. So a large, bigger than my head drink, because evidently, I don't know why, I didn't have any good caffeinated beverages at the house, so I just ran by a Circle K and picked one up, and a bag of chips. So why not? I did fix the rest of my dinner from home, which was a quesadilla, chicken quesadilla. And I think I have some chopped up pear in here that I cut up. But yeah, let me see what, I don't even know what today is. It is Friday, January 2nd. Woohoo! I think we're a good week or so behind on our video upload to YouTube. So yeah, I suspect this will be a few days before this gets out there. But thank you for checking in. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Yeah. If you are new, thanks for stopping by. We do a just ride along video, and I ramble around about DoorDash and whatever else hits my mind. We talk a lot about whether we accept orders, decline orders, talk about different things associated with DoorDash. Sometimes we just talk about what's going on with me, things that I've done since the last time we spoke, and or what's coming up, so that kind of stuff. So anyway, so yeah, I don't know, it's just that kind of stuff. So this order, it's only 8/10 of a mile left. It says 3 minutes to go into some apartments down the road here. The way I like to handle it is just to hit the pause button when I go deliver, and then unpause and come back after the order and give you the details as far as where we're at, what how many offers versus accepted offers, how much money this order made, and how much we're sitting on so far in this dash. So a lot of that kind of stuff, and then a lot of riding around. Some nights is good, some nights is not good, some nights is and when I say good, it's like, it's good in the fact that I get lots of offers, and I'm not waiting. Ideally, I walk out after dropping an order off, and I get an order before I go back to the car. Now, some nights are like that, some nights aren't. The other night on Wednesday, I did about 3 hours, well, really, I only did about 2 hours and 15 minutes, and made $80, and it was fast. So that one was one of the best per hour rates I have ever gotten. I mean, $80 in I think it was 2 hours and 17 minutes. What I don't know about these apartments, it seems like used to, the GPS was spot on and got me to the apartment every single time. But as of late, it doesn't seem like it does that. But maybe I'm going to some weird apartments. So a lot of them here have the front of the apartments facing the road. But these apartments right here where I'm at, they do not. It's the end of the apartment, so you don't know which side is the front and which is the back. So it's kind of frustrating to me anyway, because I don't know which is the front and which is the back. But I have actually found the building, because they have put numbers on the side of the building. Now, it's still daylight, so I can see it. And after dark, you don't see the numbers. Alright, I'm going to hit pause. We'll catch you back in a second. Alright guys, so we've been active for not active, but we've been dashing for 27 minutes. We got about a 30-minute late start. This is offer number 1 that we've accepted out of 4. It was $7.25. And look at there. We got a peak pay. I don't get that very often anymore. Used to, when I started in 2024, we used to get peak pay offers all the time. I guess because of low number of drivers. Now, let's see. So it was base pay $2.25, peak pay $1, tip $3.50. So we'll take it and go find our next order. So I'm hoping, well, it just is what it is. It works how it works. There's no guarantees with DoorDash. I will tell you this, that our goal has been $120 a night when I do a 6-hour shift, and we usually do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Lately, with the holidays, I've been missing some shifts and throwing in some Tuesday, Wednesdays, but usually, or Tuesday, Thursdays. Tuesday, Thursdays, usually I only do about 3 hours. Friday or Wednesday, this past Wednesday, I only did a very small amount, 2 hours and 15 minutes, because it was New Year's Eve, and I was like, I'm not gonna go out and stay late, and we need to get home and watch Stranger Things. So I know it's a week later, but who on here has watched Stranger Things? And finale, good, not so good? What's your thoughts? Don't want to give any spoilers on here for those that are waiting to watch. I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. But yeah, it's I felt like it wasn't as great as some other shows that I've been invested in over the years. Like the last episode of The Office, I cried. Which sounds goofy, but you know, it was one of those shows that I absolutely love, and I hate that it went away. But I mean, it was time, but it's still one of those things you're just like, it's kind of one of those things that you just kind of miss out on. There's some things that I thought were a little bit, I don't know what to say about Stranger Things. The whole series are ripoffs of other things from the 80s and maybe the 90s. And that's what makes it endearing, right? Because if you are a product of the 80s, then most of the time people love things that bring back those memories and nostalgia, right? So that's what one part of Stranger Things that I absolutely loved was the nostalgia parts of it. The other thing is like it was pretty intense. I'm not a big horror fan or sci-fi person, but the all the seasons, the show as a whole. I remember watching the first episode, the first season, and I didn't watch it at the beginning when it first came out. I watched it like months later, and people were just talking and talking and talking, and I ended up watching it one night, and I was like, I'll watch an episode or two. I watched the whole 8 episodes in 2 nights. So I just remember being on the edge of my seat the whole time. So there was some good parts about it, very nostalgic. A lot of good music from the 80s. You know, all that fun stuff. So I really enjoyed it. There's parts about the ending I like. There's parts that I thought, well, you know, they're trying too hard to be like, you know, like St. Elmo's Fire or The Breakfast Club or, you know, something like that. And I thought, well, they got to try, right? Because those are the standard. Any John Hughes film, but John Hughes did not do horror, but they did try to do that kind of stuff. So anyway, so the weird part about Stranger Things is that, number one, there are only 8 episodes per season, and we've been waiting and waiting, and it's like, hey, here's a new season coming out, but you gotta wait like 3 years between now and the next season. So it's not like the old days when a season would come out and then you wait until the summer is over, right? Because seasons would end in May, and then you wait all summer long and you watch reruns all summer, and then the new season would come out in September, maybe October at the latest, and then you get like 24 episodes of 1 hour or 30-minute shows, and it's just kind of a totally different way of doing it today, but maybe that's why, I don't know, just why I wasn't so attached. And it wasn't like the end of The Office or some other show. Like, I remember just being you know, oh my goodness, there's someone coming down the street one way down a one-way street. They missed their turn. They're going to cause an accident here. No, they just ran into someone's car. They are totally don't know how to drive. Whoops. They just ran into a Jeep backing up. I'm not going to get out. We're just going to go into the Target parking lot and pretend we did not see anything. And we're going to question, where are our orders? That was kind of crazy right there. Oh, look. That lady added an extra tip. That was very nice. That was very nice of her. I just now noticed that. So I'm gonna send her a message and an extra meme telling her thank you so much. So now we're sitting at $8.25 instead of $7.75. That was nice. But I'm not getting any orders, so driving past the back door at Chili's, I guess I'm gonna drive down the freeway and go back to Bryant, seeing how there was a crazy person driving down the wrong lane and I couldn't get across the freeway. Alright guys, well, I rambled on enough, and we're gonna hit pause till we get our next order. We'll see you when you get it. Alright guys, so here's a $21.75 for 11 miles. It's 2 pickups and 2 drop-offs. So I think I'm gonna take this one. It's a long delivery, $21 though. Hopefully we can knock it out in an hour. I do like those that you can get for like $20, even if it has 2 deliveries and it has only 11 miles. So half, like 2 to 1, $2 per mile. Not a bad deal. Slim Chickens, and part of it is the mileage, excuse me, to the restaurants, because it's got Slim Chickens and Lost Pizza, and I'm down at an exit away from them, so I've got some distance. So Slim Chickens 2.6 miles, so that's 2.6 miles off of our 11-mile total. So, and 5 minutes to get there, which just gives them time to get the order ready. So that way, usually I'm not sitting around waiting. Which is a good thing. All right, we're gonna head to Slim Chicken. We'll see you guys when we get there. Thanks. All right, guys, we have picked up both orders. One from Lost Pizza, one from Slim Chicken. And now we have 2.3 miles to go to the first one. It'd probably be good if I started the car. It won't let me put it in gear without having it started. Headlights would be nice. Radio off. Let's see. Looks like it's taken me. All right. I know where it's taken me. Across the freeway. Oops, sorry people. Please don't let me run you over, because I can't see anything out here. Alright guys, I'm going to have to run the gauntlet. I'm going to hit pause so I can pay attention. We'll see you when we drop this one off. Alright guys, it looks like we're dashing in the dark at 5:39. I wish I could tell, but I really can't, that the days are getting longer ever since December 21st. But it's going to take a good while before we start to really notice it. Alright, second delivery on this one is I think it's good. I don't know. Okay, I see where it's going. It's going over to Alcoa. So it's 5 miles 10 minutes away, and I get to go in and do the last roundabout, it looks like. So yay for me. I'm trying to think if so basically we watched Stranger Things But we also watched the football game. We watched the football game first, and then we watched Stranger Things. So that was Miami versus Ohio State. And I'm not a big fan of Ohio State at all, so I'm glad Miami won that game. Then we watched all 3 games yesterday, so we got our fair share of football in for the last couple of days, that's for sure. I can't even remember. We were definitely pulling for Indiana over Alabama. And that is just a crazy score that I don't think anyone saw coming. Most of the ESPN broadcasters all picked Alabama to win, and that was not your typical Alabama team. I think I looked at the last time Alabama lost 4 games in a season was Nick Saban's first year there, when they went 7-6, and he never lost more than 3 games ever after that. Then, so I'm sure they're calling for their coach to be fired after, what is this? Is this his first year or second year? I can't remember. It might be his second year. And then, what else did we watch? We watched Ole Miss and Georgia last night, and that was an awesome freaking game. We almost saw the refs give it to Georgia, but Georgia, they're like, hey, we'll give you some calls, but you still got to get it in the end zone. And they just didn't get it in the end zone. Georgia got the calls. 2 pass interference on that last drive, and they couldn't get it in the end zone, which would have won the game most likely, put them up by 4. And instead they had to settle for the field goal to tie the game, and it had 56 seconds to go on the clock, and Ole Miss came down and kicked like a 60-yarder. I don't know how long. Maybe it was 47. I don't know what it was. It was a long field goal. But it was awesome, because we're tired of Alabama. We're tired of Georgia. We're tired of Ohio State winning all these games. So it was nice. What's the other game? I'm missing one. Miami, Ole Miss, Indiana, Oregon. That was kind of a lackluster kind of game. Oregon and Texas Tech. Texas Tech could not do anything. And I'm pretty sure, I think the score was, they had 0 at the end, if I'm not mistaken. They could not do anything against that Oregon defense. So, yeah, that was kind of crazy. I was surprised at that, because but, you know, the reality, they hadn't played anybody. They play people from the Big 12 or whatever conference that is, which isn't really known for any kind of defense. So it's just like, hey, who can outscore everybody with no defense? Whenever they got some defense, then it showed. So kind of crazy in that regard. So we're looking forward to Ole Miss and Miami, Indiana and Oregon, which Indiana has already beat Oregon once, 30-20. Ole Miss lost to Georgia in the regular season, turned around and beat them. The refs had a hand in that game as well. And then this game, I just thought, oh, there's the flags. There's the flags. Here they come. And sure enough, on that last drive that Georgia had the ball, they got 2 pass interference calls that were just garbage. But somehow, some way. Alright guys, we still got a little bit to go on this delivery. I'm gonna hit the pause, and we'll catch up with you after we drop this one off. See you in a sec. Alright, so we have dropped off this this order. Hour and 23 minutes total for $30. So we're a little bit ahead of schedule on our $20 an hour. Yeah, this was $21.75, $6.50 base pay, $2 peak pay, $8.75 on one, and $4.50 on the other. And we are at 2 out of 7 offers accepted. I looked a minute ago. Our ratings are at 91. We started at 92. Acceptance rate down to 58, the lowest I've ever seen it, for me anyway, that I can remember. But I'm still at a 91 and platinum, with 1 missing on time, so I'm at 99 on time. So I've got a negative, well, 22 out of 30 on the acceptance rate, and 29 out of 30 on the on time. And then I have 15 out of 50 on completion, 15 out of 15 on quality, and 10 out of 10 on customer rating. So yeah, not too bad. I'm really am kind of happy that we are sitting at a 91 after having, what are we at, like 41 declines out of the last 100. So which is kind of just a complete turnaround from the old way of dashing, whenever you had to have well, I forget what it was. You had to have 75 or something, 70 maybe, I can't remember. You had to have an AR above 70, I think, to be platinum, if I'm not mistaken. And I got an AR, sorry, acceptance rate of a 59, and I'm platinum. So I do like that about the new dasher system. I believe, for me anyway, it allows me, as long as I can keep my other metrics at 100 or 99, it allows me to not have to accept all the crap orders to stay platinum. And I still get platinum crap, right? But I do get occasional, like that one was $21 and took me less than an hour, so therefore it was platinum. So alright guys, we're a little ways out. I'm gonna hit the pause button. We're gonna head back into town, see what kind of offers we can get. So we'll be back shortly. Alright guys, so we got a Hardee's order. We went ahead and picked it up. I think it was like $7 and something for 6 miles or so. But I was like 3 miles away, so that hopefully is half the order. Directions: 4 miles, 12 minutes. So let's see where we're going. Looks like we're going back to the back side of Benton again, which is where we just came from, the south side. So anyway, I don't get Hardee's offers very often, so I was kind of surprised. Fortunately, they had it, well, they had it all cooked. They were just taking forever to bag it up. It was only 2 items from what I could tell. But anyway, So we got a little bit of a ride here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit pause, catch you guys on the other side with the wrap up of this order. See you in a sec. All right, we have dropped that Hardee's order off. We're sitting at 1 hour and 49 minutes. 3 out of 8 offers accepted. That one was $7.90. $2.15 base pay, $1 peak, $4.75 tip. Puts us at $37.90. So $37.90. We're gonna keep trucking along. We need about $2.10 to hit. Yeah, I gotta figure out where the heck I am here. I probably should have went out the other direction, but I think this road is gonna take me to the railroad tracks, if I'm not mistaken, which takes me to Alcoa. So yeah, I kind of needed a $10 order there for going this far out, because now I got to get back into town and I won't find anything, but all it takes is another, we'll just get into the next hour and start plugging away, see if we can't get over $20 the next hour to get us back up there. So far this Friday is definitely not as good as it was on Wednesday, and I can't remember really what we did on Monday. I don't have a clue. It seems like we hit right at the 120 on Monday, because I had 80. I might have had 130, but either way, I don't know, it doesn't matter. But I need a good night, but we'll take what we can get. We'll take what we can get. I need some more takeoff on this car. I didn't know I was getting out here on the Bitten. I don't know what this road is called. Alcoa. I don't know if it's still Alcoa this far out. I think it switches over to something else, but anyway. But we're a little bit away from any restaurant, so I'm gonna hit pause. We'll catch up with you when we get our next order. See you in a second. All right, guys, so we are not getting decent orders tonight. So I've just accepted one that's over $1 a mile, but barely. It was $6 and something for $5 for 5 miles or so. I declined 1 or 2 other orders that were upside down in miles, so or when I say that, they were less than $1 a mile for long distances. So I think we're down to like 57% on our acceptance rate. I don't know when. That probably is going to knock me down to a 90 or so. At some point, it's going to start hurting my overall acceptance, or my overall Dasher rating. But here we are, Panda Express. So we're going to run in and grab this food. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so Panda Express is going on the list of do not accept. They are struggling. I probably waited 30 minutes in there. Seems like it anyway. I don't know. Let's see. 17 minutes. Mm-hmm. All right, 5 miles, 13 minutes. It's telling me to take the freaking freeway, so I guess I will. And it's, well, at least, okay, it's going to the south side of Benton again. So I gotta get on the freeway access road, cross over at the next overpass, which is just right up here. All right, well, interesting times. Yeah, we're on the struggle bus right now. We're gonna have to either get some decent orders or we're just gonna struggle all night to get back to the $20 range. Right now, it doesn't seem like the DoorDash gods are working for us tonight. So, but we're gonna keep pushing, see what we can come up with, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so we got that order dropped off. We're sitting at 4 out of 10 offers accepted and 4 deliveries. That one was $6.75. It was $2.75 base, $1 peak, and $3 tip. Ugh. And that puts us at $44.65 after 2 hours and 31 minutes. That is horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. We're sitting at, we've dropped to 90% on our overall Dasher rating. And like a 57 or so on our acceptance rate. So somehow we're gonna have to start getting better orders or start accepting crap. That's very, very tough in light of these crappy orders. I don't want to drop to gold, but I still have five more before we drop that far. I can take 5 strikes, whether it be on time or AR. I don't know how many strikes I'm getting for each AR decline. I don't think it's a 1-to-1 ratio. But anyway. So, alright. So maybe next week we take we start looking at building our AR back up or something. But the only thing I don't like about that is, like, we're going to take all these orders that are crap orders and not get paid a decent pay in order to get our numbers up there so that we don't lose our AR, that we don't lose our status. But it just means that we're gonna work for like a week without getting paid like we should be getting paid. So I don't know. But even with tonight accepting the orders that we're accepting, we're not getting paid. We don't even have $45 in 2.5 hours yet. I should have over 50. The other night on Wednesday, I had 2 hours and 17 minutes and made $80. I know it's not that night, which was New Year's Eve, but this is horrible. So anyway, we're gonna go make our way back into town and just see what else we can come across. So sit tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we just accepted a long delivery, like 12 miles for $14 to Whataburger. It looks like it's going down into Southwest Little Rock or Alexander, maybe. Not 100% certain, but it's somewhere down that direction. Alexander, Shannon Hills. So mostly freeway, but looks like it could be a little ways off the freeway down that way as well. So yeah, it's a long delivery, but we are not getting any offers worth keeping. So I declined probably 2 more offers in there. Oh, I just missed my turn. I probably declined at least 2 more. One that was $3.25 for like 5 miles. And I'm like, no, not today, not ever. And then another upside down one that was a little bit more money, but not enough to where it makes me, even this one is like, really? You're gonna take me 12 miles for $14. It's gonna take me like 40 plus minutes to get this done. And it's down in the area where I've already hit the pause button after the delivery because I don't want to accept any orders when I'm down that direction. So that just means I got to drive back. So 40 plus minutes is going to be the minimum on this one. So we're going to try to get it done fairly quick and get back and get some more orders. So we'll see you in a sec. Alright guys, this is a little bit on the ridiculous side, but 12 miles, 21 minutes. Ay, ay, ay. 21 minutes there, probably 15 to get back to Bryant. Not to mention the last 5 plus minutes that I waited there. Let's see. 6 minutes ago I said that I am here at the restaurant, so yeah, oh well. Alright, I'm gonna hit pause, get on the road, and we'll catch you after we drop this one off. See you in a sec. Alright, so we have got that one delivered, and we are on pause. I don't know why it only paused for like 25 minutes, which is weird. Normally it does 35 minutes. But anyway, so that order was $14.75. The base was $2.75, peak $1 and an $11 tip. I really think the base should have been a lot more for the distance that it was, but the fact that the customer paid an $11 tip, then DoorDash automatically lowers their base pay, which I think is garbage, but I get paid $14.75, so it's hard to say anything, and who are you going to tell, right? Other than I blurted out on my YouTube channel. So we're sitting at $59.40 after 3 hours and 11 minutes. So we're behind, we're still behind, and we got to drive 15 to 20 minutes to get back into town. So that means we got to get a $20 order in 40 minutes instead of, or in 30 minutes instead of, I don't know what I was trying to say, but anyway, yeah, it's just, it's kind of snowballing on us here. These long deliveries, poor offers on a Friday night, which is not normal anyway, that we get this many bad offers. I'm sitting at 5 offers out of 12, and to be going 3 hours and 11 minutes, and I've had 5 deliveries. Now I could have had a lot more, but I'd have a lot less money too, because guess what? I would have accepted lower pay orders and missed these bigger paying orders. So anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. It's DoorDash, right? So some nights you get it good, some nights it's like the Friday night, and guess what? $59 out of 3 hours isn't that bad. It's 3 hours and 11 minutes. I'm almost 20 bucks an hour. It could be that I'm felt a little spoiled getting over $20 an hour, and now this is just one of the negative nights, the down nights. So you just roll with it, get what you can out of it, and keep rolling with the punches here, and take everything you can, take it to the house, right? So anyway, I am going to sit back, ingest in some talk radio, and get back into my market and look for some more offers. I will catch you up to date when we get one. See you in a sec. Alright guys, so we got a $9.90 offer for 2.9 miles. The only downside to this is it's Papa John's. So we're going to accept it and see what happens with Papa John's. Hopefully they will get this thing made up pretty quick and we'll get it delivered. So, alright, just want to throw that out there. We're almost to Papa John's, and we'll catch you when we pick it up. See you in a sec. Alright guys, so DoorDash just said, hey, we got your back for waiting so long. This one is, let me just send them a message saying I got their food. And what do I want to send them? We'll send them the taken one. It says, I don't know who you are, but I have your food and I will find you. Alright, so we're gonna go deliver this thing. It's 2 minutes late, but DoorDash says we got your back. Now I need to get it delivered by 8:15. GPS says we'll be there at 8:11 across the freeway. So only 6 minutes, a mile and a half, so that's not too bad. Alright, I'm gonna go get this thing delivered. Got the headlights on. I can't really tell because this parking lot is well lit, so it's hard to see if you got your headlights on. Alright. I do like the people in there, inside Papa John's. I hate sometimes having to wait on them, and it's not their fault. They are pretty quick about getting their stuff turned around, but on a night that's busy, and he said their rush, they hope it's not busy the rest of the night, but mine just took a long time because there was like 3 items and they took a while to cook, but I didn't have to wait that long. But anyway, those guys in there are pretty cool. There are some places I do like to go to just to, you know, talk to the employees, and then there's some places that are just bad, so to speak. I don't know where this is. It's I don't know, it's kind of a weird location on this map, but anyway, all right, we're gonna go find this place. We'll be right back. All right guys, so that guy gave me, it was $9.90, $2.75 base, $1 peak, $6.15 total, and he gave me an extra $3 in cash. So that was nice of him to do that. Let's see, that puts us at $69.30 after 3 hours and 43 minutes, which is a little bit higher than 69. See, $72.30. I hate not having a backup camera. And he's got a garbage can right there at the end of his driveway. Alright, so $72.30, 3 hours and 43 minutes. I need about $8 or so in the next 15 minutes. So we'll get out here and see what we can come up with. I will let you know when we get our next order. Sorry, my arm is blocking. And here comes a car. Oh, they're not coming down this road. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I'm not getting any decent orders. I'm getting some I just got an $8 order for 8 miles. So $1 a mile. I'm gonna take it and from Burger King, and we're gonna go deliver for $8. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We're gonna go pick up Burger King right now. I will be back shortly. All right, guys, so we just got back out here with this Burger King order. We're headed out. It says 7 miles, 12 minutes. We are headed across the freeway down towards Alexander. So yes, another Alexander run. So all right, guys, we will be right back. I'm gonna drop this food off. I'm going to see if I can get this delivered, get back into town. I'm gonna have to hit the pause button because I don't want any orders down that way, but we'll see you back here in a minute. All right, guys, we are paused again. 4 hours and 17 minutes. Okay, that was $8.50, $2.25 base, $1 peak pay, and a $5.25 tip. Let's see, we are sitting at $77.80 after 4 hours and 17 minutes. We are gonna have to get some decent orders here over the next hour and 45 minutes to get up to 120. I don't know. It could be done, but usually the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock hour are not the best for decent sized orders. Now, not to say it won't happen, and fingers crossed it will happen, but it's usually not that busy. And plus, this is going to be our second time of taking 15 to 20 minutes of driving back into town. So yes, we have to do that. All right, so we're gonna head back into town. We are paused $77.80 after 4 hours and 17 minutes. So we will see you back here in a minute. All right, guys, so we got this order loaded up, and freaking 7 miles, 11 minutes. It's got to be on the freeway. So let's see. I can take the back roads and be there in 12 minutes. Take the freeway and be there in 11 minutes. So either way, I'm just going to take the back roads because I don't want to get down on the freeway. All right, I'm going to go deliver this. It's down in Benton, so maybe we won't be that far away from other pickup places. And yeah, we'll be back shortly. All right, guys, that one was $8.50, $3 base, $1 peak, $4.50 tip. We are up to 8 out of 16 offers accepted. 4 hours and 46 minutes. I can't see squat here. I'm gonna try to turn around in these people's driveway here. Hopefully. All right. Let's see, 86.30 in 4 hours and 46 minutes. Yeah. So we should be at $100 in a couple of minutes, but we will not be. Now, how the heck do I get out of this neighborhood I knew I was gonna mess this up because I really don't know where I am. I don't really want to go to McDonald's, but I want to get to the main road. Alright. Now I know where I'm at. Or do I? I don't know where this thing is taking me. I do not know where this thing is taking me. I think I should have went straight when I turned back there, is what should have happened. So evidently the city of Benton has people just rake their leaves out into the freaking street, and Benton will come up and suck them all up. Oh, here's a 750 for 4 miles, 4.6. So I'm gonna accept that one. And somehow this will get me out of here. Okay guys, so we're gonna go to Buffalo Wild Wings. We're gonna try to go get $7.50, and hopefully it won't take an hour to get it delivered. It's only 4 miles or so, and 2.8 miles away from there, so hopefully it won't be that far of a delivery. So we will be right back. Sit tight, see where we finish up. All right guys, so they were bringing the food out as I went in there, which is freaking awesome. So send the customer a message, say that we're on the way. See what kind of a cheesy one we can send. Boom, send that. I go into some apartments. Looks like it's across the freeway. Yes. They said, sweet, thanks. Directions, 2.4 miles. Okay. This says go and make the full loop around the roundabout, but I'm just gonna take my chances going the other way while I don't do that. It may bite me because then I gotta sit there and wait on the light. But either way, I could be waiting on the light, right? Either way, I could be waiting on the light. Okay. So yeah, this way is quicker, according to the GPS, by 1 minute. Especially when we don't stop at stoplights. What a waste. Or stop signs. How about that? I think I'm just not gonna get on the freeway. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. I'm gonna go get this delivered, knocked out. We will be right back. Well, I forgot the drink on this one. They just came out, handed me the food, and I was like, all right, let's do this. I got all the way over here, and I was like, oh, I think this order had a freaking drink. But they said, don't worry about it, man. It's all good. Thank you, though. So I just said, I told them I would leave the food there. Now I got a new order. And I can't get to it. It's not popping up. 11.12 for oh no. 2 stops, 11 miles for $11. We will drop to 54%. I was doing so good there. I was doing so good. Okay, well, he said, well, if you don't mind. No problem. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come in here, pause my orders, and then I'm gonna go back to B-dubs. So yeah. What's the best way to get there? Alright guys, I'm gonna make an extra delivery because I dropped the ball. I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, so we got that drink dropped off. They did leave us an extra $4 tip for going to get the drink, so that was way too nice of them for me forgetting that drink. So yeah. All right, so now what? So we're sitting at 97.80. We're about 4.5 hours in. We started 30 minutes, or 5.5 hours in, because we started 30 minutes late. So I'm gonna try to get one more order to get us up over $100. So it would be nice for it to be for a $22, $23 order to get us over the top of 120. I don't see that happening, but I can wish, right? Here's a new order from Little Caesars coming in. I don't know which Little Caesars. Dang it. 12 freaking miles for $10. I'm gonna decline. Puts me at 53. Dang, that's crazy. Why is DoorDash doing this kind of crap? My ratings have declined to an 89. 20 out of 30 on my acceptance rate, and 29 out of 30 on my on time. And that on time is not going to go down anytime soon. It is such a crap that they are sending such crappy freaking orders. Oh, there's a deer right there. It's in the median, but it was right there. I'm getting text messages before I get the offers. 2 drop-offs. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this one. 2 pickups from Chili's. It's $12.48. 8.2 miles. Not Chili. Yeah, Chili's. Crap, Chili's. How do I get to Chili? Oh, never mind. It just disappeared. So it took that one away from me. So never mind. I don't know what happened on some of these. They're just like, they flash on there and they don't take 15 or 20 or 30 seconds, whatever the countdown normally is. It was like, hey, this thing's gone. I don't wonder if that hit my dang, I got another order. $2.25 for 5.6 miles. No, we will decline that one as well. That leaves me at 53. I did not drop. What's crazy is I don't normally get this many bad orders. I mean, I would consistently stay above 70, 75, you know? This is weird tonight. I'm getting text messages before the orders show up. $7.75 for Chili's for 5.8 miles, $7.25. So I'm going to accept that one. It puts me over $100. It's a little frustrating that I'm getting all these bad offers. It's crazy how many bad offers we're getting. I mean, I bet I've declined 15 or more so far, which is ridiculous. Oh well. Alright guys, I'm gonna run into Chili's. We'll be right back. Alright, so here we go. 5 miles, 11 minutes. And they just said, thank you. I'm gonna send them my best Chick-fil-A response. My pleasure. With a cheesy grinning emoji. Alright. Alright, so let's hit the road. It looks like we are going, crapper. We are going to, I wish there was an easier way to get here, but there's not. No easy way to get there. Alright, well, here we go. I gotta go through some roundabouts to get there, it looks like. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright guys, I'm gonna go knock this delivery out. We will catch up with you in just a little bit. Alright guys, 105.05. And we just got a $6 offer for 1.5 miles. So we're gonna accept that one. So maybe that wasn't our last order. It's 0.6 of a mile. Hopefully it won't be that far. It's saying it's best to make a U-turn. Okay. So I don't know. I think it said we're at 105. This was $6 for a quick turnaround. So hopefully Pizza Hut has this pizza ready. We can get in there, get it out, get it delivered. Yeah. So I'm gonna do my best. I know it's running late today. We are well, we started 30 minutes late. It's already 10:13. Normally we finish up by 10 or try to. Today I might stick around till maybe 11. Try to hit this 120 mark as a minimum, even though we're not gonna get the $20 an hour. But we're gonna give it our best. We're gonna give it our best. And Pizza Hut, here we are. All right, guys, we're gonna run in Pizza Hut. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we have loaded up some pizzas. I don't know what they got. 2 personal pan pizzas and some other stuff. But 0.8 of a mile, 3 minutes. This is my kind of order. All right, and we are on our way. So, and we got our first turtle. We did not get the green arrow, so we had to cut in front of a car. All right. Well, so far so good. I mean, it's been somewhat busy, a little bit frustrating that we can't get up to that 120 or to that $20 an hour mark. It's been, we've been nipping at its heels all night and trying to, right? But I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna not turn off the dash and try to get 1 or 2 more orders to get up over the 120 mark. We should be within $9 maybe after this one. I can't remember exactly, but we're gonna drop this off. I'll check back with you in a second, see what we got. All right, guys, 5 hours and 53 minutes. That order was $6, $2 base pay, no peak pay anymore. No peak pay after 10 o'clock, evidently. That's some crap. Why so many people parked in the street on this tiny little street? $4 tip, $2 base pay, $6 total. 1:11:05 in 5 hours and 53 minutes. We've got 11 out of 23 offers accepted. I need to accept my next order to hit 50%. So, which is crazy, we're not at 50% right now. And that is wild. 1:11:53, I need a $9 order. Come on. Let's get me over the top on this next one, please. Can it happen? Can we will it into existence? Huh? Can we will it into existence? Does anyone on here believe in the power of persuasion? That I am constantly getting told to hush my mouth during football games because I can affect the end result, right? I can make a kicker miss a field goal. Here's a $4 or $5 for 4.8 mile Taco Bell. I am just going to decline it, and we're going to drop to 53 again. So that puts us out of range of hitting the 50% of accepting offers tonight, because now we're at 11 out of 24. So that means I need to accept the next 2 to get 13 out of 26. And may I not hit that one. I don't know. If I don't get anything decent here in a second, I'm just gonna call it a night and be happy with $110, $111. I probably should just do that anyway, because it's gonna take me a little while to get home, and I still have, well, I'm down to 3,900 steps to get tonight, which takes me about 39 minutes. Maybe a little bit less, but it depends on what the dog is doing, right? If he's being a menace and wanting to smell everything, which he does, he's an aggressive sniffer. I have a German short-haired pointer named Otto, O-T-T-O, because that was a German name that we liked for a German short-haired pointer. And yeah, so he likes to smell everything. It is beyond his control. And a running joke is that, and I told my cousin, who is a children's book author, is like, here is a storyline for you. It's about a dog that can sniff into the future. So that's my deal. All right, Taco Bell, 7:59, 4.2 miles. We will accept it. Now it's 10:25. Is the indoor still open at Taco Bell, or do I have to go through the drive-thru? I do not know. There are no cars in the parking lot. I think I can go through the drive-thru. The downside with the drive-thru is that there's cars in the drive-thru. So I'm fixing to find out. And then if they won't let me drive through the drive-thru, I can't get out of the drive-thru.
Jesus, Taco Bell, will you be in the mobile app tonight?
No.
Alright. right, what can I get started for you?
Hey, I have a DoorDash for Philip.
For Philip,
Yep.
you can go on up to the second window.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. They will let me pull up to the second window. I wonder if they ever use the first window. There's so many fast food places that have the two windows, but very rarely do they ever use them. So this Philip must be hungry. 12 items, steak garlic nacho fries, cinnamon twist, a bunch of Diablo sauce packets, Mountain Dew Baja Midnight with a Mexican pizza combo, Mexican pizza combo, a crunchy taco supreme. I guess all that's part of this combo. Oh, combo number 1. Well, there you go. Now, the only thing I don't like about this is pulling up through here, and I can't put the food in the back. So, anyway. Alright, I'm going to hit pause, and we'll catch up with you after we pick this up. Alright guys, we are headed back to Bryant, it looks like. So, this person is laughing at the images I send them, which is good because the image I sent was me eating all his tacos. So, I'm sure that'll go over well. He's like, "You're killing me." Well, how about killing me with a $10 tip? I know I didn't just say that, but yes. I don't even have to have $10. It'd be nice just to have let's see, this is, I forgot how much this order was. I can't even get to it, dang it. I don't know how much this order is. I can't get back to it once I'm in the delivery or I picked the food up. But this, even if I got a $5 tip, it should put me up over 120. Not saying they're going to give me a tip by any means, but it would be nice if they did on my, and make this my last delivery. But if not, I think I'm just going to call it a night after this one. We got about a 6-minute to their house or wherever they live. I did not look to see. It looks like it might be an apartment. I can't really tell. Yeah, probably the apartments up here behind Target. So, yeah. All right, guys. We'll catch up with you in a minute after we drop this off. Alright guys, so here's where we're just getting crap order and crap order and crap order. Here's a $5.75 for 6.8 miles with 2 customers, 2 drop-offs. Decline. I don't see, I did not get the extra tip. I can't see my freaking there. 118.64. I think I'm just gonna hit end. Yeah. We tried, we came, we saw, we almost conquered, but we couldn't kill the end beast. End dash. Alright. So this is what it says at the end. 6 hours and 14 minutes. 12 out of 27 offers accepted. 12 out of 27. That is crazy. 15 declines. Earnings this week, $330.06, which includes today 118.64. Let's go look at our ratings real quick and see how bad they are. We're dropped to an 89. Was the first time since a long time that we've had an 89. And that is because we're at 20 out of 30 points on our acceptance rating and 29 out of 30 on our on time, which is at 99%. Yeah, that's about it. Everything else is 100% on there. We're doing pretty good. Our lifetime deliveries, we are up to 3,656, and that does not count the 12 or so that we did tonight. Our earnings, well, hold on, we'll get to tonight. We'll start at the bottom. 825, 2175, 7 here. Here's where I thought, well, I'm gonna have, it's not gonna be that bad, right? I got that 825, and then I got that 2175 one, right? Well, then it just like all I can do is get $7 to $8 orders for the most part. There's a 14 and 11 in there, but here we go. So the 825, 2175, then 790, 675, 1475, 990, 850, 850, 1150, 725, $6, and 759. We had 12 offers that we accepted, but it had 14 deliveries. Our dash time was 6 hours and 14 minutes, and our active time was 4:21, so almost 2 hours of inactive time in there. So it didn't seem like I was not busy, but I think just because I was so busy declining orders is what made the time go by so fast. That I was so busy declining orders. I declined 15 offers. That I think is a record for me. Let's see. We had $44.90 in base pay, which includes those $1 peak pays, and $73.74 in tips. So nowhere close to a 2-to-1 night like we've been getting the last couple of dashes. All right, guys. So 118.64. I'll get a screenshot later for the video. I do want to say thank you for all that have joined in tonight. Please leave us some comments and hit the like and subscribe. That just helps us out a little bit if you have an opportunity to do that. Also, we do have our Rambling Dasher Amazon store, so check that out. You don't have to buy anything on our list, but if you use the link and you purchase anything that you would normally purchase, then we get a small commission. So everything adds up, and more and more people are using it, so we greatly appreciate that. So do check that out. If you have any questions, if you want to leave any comments, we greatly appreciate it. We love to get the community interactions and yeah, go from there. So thanks again for sticking around. Y'all have a good night. We will see you again tomorrow. Bye.